everyone, it's Raden.
And Remington.
Okay, I know I promised you guys that it would be top 10 favorite megas out, but things have changed. I'm not the best at following the plans accordingly. Remington can testify to that, right?
Yeah, but we're pretty close, so it's not terribly far away.
Yeah. But what we'd like to talk to you about today is a new challenge, or rather a challenge adapted from the Nuzlocke challenge. Drum roll, please. Okay, my computer does not like that.
Yeah, it does not. But yeah, our challenge is called the Heistlocke, and for me, basically, I don't know where Raden's stemmed from, but I was watching Doctor Who and watching the episode Time Heist, and
that's where it stemmed from for me also.
Alright, yeah.
So we were watching Time Heist.
Caused it.
Yeah. We were like, what if we could take the feel of a heist and apply it to a Nuzlocke challenge? And so that's when we started talking Heistlocke.
Indeed.
And we've tested it. It works. I made it to Jupiter in Platinum, which, if you know how bad I am at Nuzlocke and how difficult Platinum is to do a Nuzlocke, that's an accomplishment in and of itself.
And I tried it in the same generation, but Pearl, and it worked very well. One death. So yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's jump right into the rules of Heistlocke. The first three rules of the Heistlocke are standard to any Nuzlocke style challenge you do. First, you can only catch the first Pokemon in any area, no exceptions. If you fail to, you don't get anything.
You also, if a Pokemon faints, it is considered dead and must either be released or stored permanently and may never be used again.
We're just gonna release it because it's easier. And who knows how many deaths we'll have. 3. You must nickname all your Pokemon. And we're gonna be going with a naming theme. Building off of our Emerald Nuzlocke, we're not only gonna be doing villains, but we're also gonna be doing criminals.
Yeah, and in regards to catching Pokemon, we are going to enact Dupe's Claws. I believe we talked about that. So yeah, Dupe's Claws will be a thing.
We'll also...
with like a team of like 6 Zubats or whatever.
That would be very annoying. Yeah, that would be annoying.
That would be terrible. That would be very terrible.
We will also enact Shiny Claws, so if we happen to run into a Shiny, no matter what encounter it is, we can catch it. We just can't always use it. Unless...
If it's the first one, we can use it. But yeah, any other things, it's shiny. Let us catch it. That's it.
Yeah. Alright, now this is where the Heistlocke starts to get unique. Number 4, you cannot deposit any Pokemon into the PC box. With a couple exceptions. 1,
yes.
If you have a Pokemon... If you somehow do not have a Pokemon with HM06 Rock Smash, and you really need Rock Smash to get through an area, and none of the Pokemon on your team can learn HM06 Rock Smash, and you know something in your PC can learn HM06 Rock Smash, you may then get the Pokemon with HM06 Rock Smash out of your PC and use it only to get through the area that requires HM06 Rock Smash.
Yeah, so we're not gonna like stall the game out if we don't have one that can use it.
And the other exception to depositing Pokemon brings us into our point number 5. After every heist, one of your team members gets arrested. Alright, Remington, what's a heist?
Yeah, I was just about to say. So, we classify a heist as basically a gym battle, and or if we get to the Elite Four, we'll classify each individual Elite Four member as a heist. And normally, in regards to the gym, if a Pokemon gets arrested, it will not be able to be used until we clear the next gym because he was arrested.
Yeah. Since
but
we're
in the Elite Four case, we will only not be able to use it till we defeat that next member.
So here's an example for Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Say we're going against Faulkner and we have a Zubat. And say that Zubat gets arrested after we beat Faulkner. We cannot use Zubat again until after we beat Bugsy. Now say and that Zubat will then go into a PC box labeled Jail. So that way it's not intermingling with the ones that need to be inducted. But if we're in the Elite Four and we have, say, I don't know, a Gyarados, and we're going against Koga, and that Gyarados gets arrested, the Gyarados would not be able to be used in our battle against Koga. We would be able to use it against Bruno if our randomizer decides to be kind to us. And yes...
Building on that, we are going to be using a randomizer, so we will not get to choose who's arrested, as that would be a cheat.
Yeah, it's the only fair way we can do this.
Yes.
Alright, and our final rule for this, that everyone will follow if you choose to do the Heistlocke. Every Pokemon has what is known as a role, and they must stick to those roles until they die. And those roles are... There are 5 roles to perform within the team. You will have one team leader. The team leader will always have the following moves: 1 stab, 1 move, 1 physical move, 1 special move, 1 HM move, and 1 status move. Now how can it have 5 moves in 4 slots? You can count double. So if you have a water type that knows the HM move Waterfall, that counts as a stab, a physical, and a special. A stab, a physical, and an HM move.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means that you can have a bit of freedom with that Pokemon, with your team leader. Because it can have lots of varieties in how you use it.
Exactly, that's why it's the team leader. Because it has various talents.
Alright.
Not specialized.
Remington, will you explain the Technician?
Alright, so Technician, basically your generic HM slave. This Pokemon will have a bunch of HM. It will be at the barrel, essentially. And then you will just use it as an HM slave, essentially. But we didn't want to give it the name HM slave, so we decided for Technician.
Yeah. So whenever we refer to Technician, we're not referring to our Choice Banded Scizors. We're referring to this role.
Exactly.
So next we have the Brains and the Brawn, and they're pretty much exactly as they say. They can have 4 physical and 4 special moves. However, Remington and I also said that they may have 1 status move. So it's either 4 physical / 4 special, or 3 physical or special and 1 status. And that 1 status can be something like Protect, Thunder Wave, or Bulk Up.
And now you may be wondering, that is only 4 out of the 6 slots. So, and as he said, there's only 5 roles in this. Now, the last 2 slots will be filled by people, or Pokemon we call trainees. They will not have a specialized role until one of the main 4 roles Pokemon either dies or is arrested.
So if we lose, say, our Technician, the most senior trainee becomes our new technician.
Exactly.
Alright, and finally, just as good measure, we're going to be playing with a very loose level limit. It's basically just don't be a bajillion levels higher. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, if something goes over, we won't release it. If we're, I mean, it's not going to be a strict level limit. We just want to make sure that nobody calls us out because we aren't playing with a level limit.
Yeah. So, yeah, we will have a level limit. It just will not be as strict. It will be within a couple levels of gym leader, but as long as we're not super over leveled, we won't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, certain questions. Many people will probably ask, can we have more than one team leader? Can we have more than one brain or brawn? The only one that you can have multiple of are the trainees. Everything else,
yeah,
you have one of on a team. Now, I mean,
and remember, the trainees can be very versatile. They can fill whatever needs you need with these. The trainees are very open. They can do whatever they want until they are decided to be specialized.
Yeah. Alright, Remington, another point. So say a Pokemon was chosen to be our technician, but it can only learn 3 HM moves. What's going to be the 4th slot?
What will be the 4th slot? Like, do you mean on that Pokemon, or are you asking can we use an HM on another Pokemon that it is a trainee and or other as long as it fills in?
Both.
Okay, so basically, as long as it fits, like, that HM fits in with another Pokemon's, like, role, like, for example, if you have an HM, or you have a technician that can't learn Waterfall, but we have, like, a Feraligatr, and he's physical, and we can give him Waterfall because it does fit into his physical move pool, which would be okay. So, and also you can also dump some of that on the trainees as they are not specialized yet.
Yeah. Also, if a technician can only learn 3 moves by nature, like it can only learn Surf, Dive, and Waterfall, for example, then you would add on a status move for every HM that cannot be learned.
Yeah.
And you really should have not chosen that Pokemon to be trainee in the first place.
Yeah, to be technician if it can only learn 2, 3 moves anyway.
Alright, so Remington, in the beginning, pretty much all Pokemon carry the same moves. Like, they all carry Growl and Tackle. What do we do in that case?
So excellent questions. So basically, you can't have all this specialization early game because literally every Pokemon knows Tackle, Leer / Growl, or Scratch, or Pound, or whatever. And so basically what we did, I don't think we have decided on a specific, like, point in the game, but for the early part of the game, we will not have these roles as it would be too hard to accommodate to them.
Without cheating in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, exactly.
Such as trading TMs over.
Exactly.
Alright, anything else you wanted to discuss, Run?
Let's see. I think we covered everything that the roles aren't specialized early on because that would just be terrible to try to follow. We really probably should. We'll decide on a point in the game in which case we have to follow them. Probably in which we have probably like
a
couple HM moves, 3 to 4 badges, somewhere around there.
Likely I would say it's most likely to occur between the first and second gym. In just about any playthrough, that's when you're going to start diversifying.
Yeah, and it may take a couple gyms after that just to make sure it is actually totally following the rules. But yeah, that's basically it in regards to the Heistlocke.
Alright, so we will be doing our SoulSilver Heistlocke here in a few weeks.
Yes, we will.
It'll definitely be after we get a few of our other big scripted projects out of the way. We just wanted you guys to see what we've been one of the things that we've been working on, and hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you've tried a Heistlocke and you've seen this video before, which in that case is awesome, let us know how your Heistlocke went in the comments below. And if you want to try out your own Heistlocke, even better, let us know. And if you want to see the results of our Heistlocke, don't forget to subscribe.
Exactly. So yeah, we will be starting the playthrough in the next couple weeks. So yeah, see you guys then.